Okay, here we go. We finally get sound. We are here with another video. We are here with the 31st episode overall of The Sopranos. This is the 5th of the third season. We're getting close to like the halfway mark through the entire show, which is kind of crazy. I'm kind of in a rush, so sorry if I feel like rushed, if I feel like I'm kind of going quick here. I'm trying to get this video out so I can go to my grandma's and hang out with my family. So, yeah, there's a couple of there's a lot of people that died in this episode, and there's a lot of important things. No new characters got introduced, but yeah, let's get into it. We're going to talk about what happened, and then yeah, that'll be that. So Tony and Carmela have a joint session with Dr. Melfi. So Carmela meets Dr. Melfi for the first time, the shrink that Tony has been seeing for years now. It ends in recriminations. Carmela feels the other two have joined against her and they're taking their side, and it kind of reminds you of like Ozark, like that whole dynamic with them being with and maybe they kind of copied the Sopranos in that sense. It's kind of interesting. Driving home, she is tearful. He drives recklessly and is pulled over for speeding by Officer Leon Wilmore, who is black. And again, Tony doesn't like black people. We realize like his dislike and his distaste towards them, and like the whole Italian heritage and how they feel about black people. I don't know. I mean, I feel like that's kind of a misrepresentation, especially for now. But back then, I mean, it feels like it was pretty culturally relevant to still have that dislike towards people like that. So Tony's trust, I'm not saying it's right, by the way. So Tony's charm, his PBA card, and implicit bribery do not work, and Wilmore writes up a ticket. So he's pissed about this because he feels like he has all the immunity in the world. He acts like he's on top of the damn world, which is kind of annoying that you'd feel obligated and you'd feel entitled like that, but whatever. Tony contacts New Jersey Assemblyman Ronald Zellman to get it canceled because if he has things against his record, people can take him to court and prove things against him as well. So I guess he's doing it out of the protection for his own case. So days later, visiting a lawn ornament store, Tony sees Wilmore working there, so it's kind of like a full circle moment on the show. He tells Tony, who is smiling sarcastically, that he has been transferred to the property room and can no longer work overtime. He's been shoved out of work, and Tony starts to kind of feel guilty and feel bad about this. This is more drastic than Tony wanted, and he asks Zellman to have him reinstated. Like, why the hell did you fucking get rid of him like that? Like, yeah, I wanted my ticket to get reversed. Doesn't mean you have to take it personal against this guy, Tony then has another argument with Meadow about his racist attitudes, and next time he speaks to Zellman, he says Wilmore can stay where he is because he still has his strong, inherent dislike towards black people, and his daughter kind of proves that to him, and now he's like, okay, fuck him, he's black, I guess. And I'm not saying that, I'm not racist, but yeah. So but he returns to the garden store, makes a purchase, and offers him some additional $100 bills. Wilmore has no desire to take that money, especially because he knows exactly who Tony Soprano is, and that makes sense. That's definitely understandable. So Meadow takes the lamp from the basement at home to her dorm at Columbia University, and so unknowingly neutralizes the FBI's listening operation. So now they got to find another way to get something probed in there, in their house, which sucks, man. They couldn't advance with Tony because of some weird situational thing. Junior is diagnosed with stomach cancer. Cancer is hitting people left and right. This was a pretty crazy episode. A lot of people were affected by a lot of things, a lot of life and death situations. The last customers have left Nuovo Vesuvio, and Artie is glad to be alone with Adriana to celebrate a profitable episode. And this is a really interesting thing, kind of a storyline I forgot about, because this show sprinkles so many things into the show and into the episodes that it's like you kind of forget like this whole Artie and Adriana thing. It's like super awkward. She unexpectedly tells him that Christopher no longer wants her to work as a hostess, and hiding his chagrin, Artie allows her to leave without notice. He's like, yeah, that's fine. He's giving her whatever she wants because he knows that that'll maybe at least make her respect him and maybe adore him a little bit. And he has like a crush on her. He's in like a midlife crisis. It's getting really bad. I think it's going to be super interesting to see how Artie kind of deals with this moving forward. When Tony and Chris are dining there, a drunken Artie needles Chris, who angrily makes a grab at him, like, what the fuck are you doing? How dare you, talk about my wife this way, or my fiance? And yeah, Tony sends Chris out, then angrily grabs Artie himself. already says he is in love with Adriana, and Tony's anger changes to amusement. He kind of